What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for coming back to my YouTube channel. We are here at the lovely Belle Isle Park and we will be running today. I will be showing you how to run without stopping and a couple of smart tips and goals for you to run. I'm a coach. This is what I do, healthy, holistic lifestyle. So make sure you get outside if it's good weather and tune in to see how you can run without stopping. All right, so we are about to get into this run and I'm so excited because I'm about to take you to levels you've never experienced before. So a little bit about me. I coach one of the largest run clubs in Detroit, Michigan. Yes, we run 313. So we have track Fridays. I'm USATF certified in coaching. I've been running for 20 years and also been running NCAA 400 meter hurdles and been doing so many great things. 4-time MVP in running also. And I am bringing that up to show you that I had many running experience that I'm going to offer you, that I'm going to give to you through my journey, through my, gifts that was given to me. So today we're going to learn how we can apply those techniques into your running and make you great. And then that greatness will apply everywhere else. So stay tuned. I got you. And just, take notes. We're going to get it. Typically before I run, we want to envision the run. We want to get warmed up. So while I warm up, I'll share with you a time where I actually was in a race and I wanted to stop running. And I think every runner, no matter if you're a beginner or advanced, you will get to a point where it gets tough. So typically when this happens, you want to make sure that you have put in enough practice to experience this and you know how it feels. So one of the experiences I had was we were running a race with the run club and I caught a cramp in the middle of the 5K. And actually it wasn't in the middle, it was actually in the beginning of the 5K. And I felt it really, really bad. And I just really wanted to stop. I felt defeated. So what I did in that moment was I just slowed down a bit. I slowed down and people passed me, but that's okay. But one of the important things when that happens, you have to keep a clear mind and you have to know that it is okay and stay nice and relaxed. By all means, if you need to stop, feel free. But I'm going to show you how to build yourself up so when that happens, you can keep pushing forward because it will happen. That's just part of running. So we're going to take you through what I call smart running techniques. And these techniques will kind of show you when I get to that point, how do I react and how do I build my stimuli to go further and faster? All right, so stay tuned. The smart technique running starts off like this. Every 2 to 3 weeks, you want to make sure that you have some type of smart technique. And after those weeks, you build consistency, you switch up your smart goal. So just like in business, you have a smart goal, right? You have a business objective and you have a certain time frame you want to complete it. So running is similar in very much the same way. So the S and the smart running technique starts as specific. We want to have a specific goal, right? So we want to say, what is it that I want to do without stopping while I run? Some people, it may be, I want to be able to run a mile. Other people, it's 5 miles, 10 miles, but you have to figure out what the smart running goal is for you. The next thing is we need measurables. So just like when I wanted to stop running and I felt a cramp, I looked at my watch and I could see my pace. I could see how far away I am from the 5K. When you run your 1 mile, let's for instance say you want to run a mile every week, okay, without stopping. You want to get a measurable device to track that because we have to know when you're running, if you're at 0.5, you have to tell yourself halfway there, okay? So when you're running, you're constantly talking to yourself. you have measurables, you have a specific goal in mind. So specific goal, first one, S, and then 2, measurable. We're measuring our mile. How can we reach this mile without stopping? Okay? All right, next is the A. Our goal and our measurables. The next one is to make sure this is achievable. This one is very, very important because typically when people want to start running without stopping, they're choosing goals that other people have. You want to choose something that's achievable for you. So in the example, I said a mile, but that's just the example. For you, it may be half a mile, it may be quarter of a mile. So when you're running, figure out where it starts to feel stressful, where you want to stop. And then maybe that's your goal. So maybe your goal is half a mile, but you're trying to understand, how can I conquer that stress point and improve my stimuli week by week? So typically you want to do this. To do this, you want to get an Apple Watch. Like we said, our measurables. Make sure we download Strava, Nike app. I can put those things in the link below, in the description below. And we want to make sure that we have those items to make sure we can achieve this. You can do what your body needs to do, and you're not doing what somebody else does. All right? Okay, hopefully you guys are still staying in tune with me here. Very valuable lessons to running, so you have to pay attention. We already covered specific, measurable, achievable, right? So the next one is relative. We want to make sure when we run that the conditions are relative to us achieving it. Meaning, when you go for a run, check the weather, see if it's cloudy, see if it's raining, and then also know and envision what kind of ground you're going to be running in. So if you're going to be running on a track versus a hill, that plays a major big difference in if you can achieve running without stopping. If there's a lot of wind, that will definitely prevent you from achieving your goal. If there is rain, thunderstorms, snow, we want to make sure that we're achieving in the best relative conditions. So typically I like to check the weather. I like to make sure that I know where I want to run to achieve my goals. And then from that point, we know we can achieve it with relative conditions. All right, so now that we have relative conditions, right, we want to make sure it's sunny, you're feeling good, your mood is up. We want to make sure it's time bound. Time bound means if the goal is to run without stopping for a week, how often are you going to do that? Okay, can you commit to this once a week, twice a week? Because we have to build the stimuli of running nonstop. We have to train ourselves to do it over and over. So this may be once a week, twice a week, or 3 times a week. I generally say 2 to 3 times a week continuously to run that without stopping. And eventually you move on to the next segment, which would be 2 miles if you conquer the first mile without stopping. Then you kind of increase as you go. So remember those techniques, write it in your calendar, write it down. Say, I will run consistently every Tuesday or Thursday for 1 month or 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm going to achieve that in relative measurable conditions using your watch, using the weather, and making sure you're running in great conditions. All right, so we are going to get into a run. I'm going to show you the different techniques I use to run. The most important technique to make sure that you commit to your goal without stopping is using your mind. You want to make sure that you can envision and you have very strong self-talk, and you're pushing yourself through your run and you're not giving up, because you will feel pain and you will want to quit, but we have to build that stimuli and we have to push ourselves. All right, so let's get into this run. Grab your shoes, get your watches, because your girl not stopping. All right. these techniques that I brought to you about smart running. We are being better runners so we can improve ourselves and who we are. But what I want you to do is stay tuned in my channel, subscribe and like and follow me on Instagram, brown_Bambi, and I will be giving you healthy, holistic eating, running, everything you ever dreamed and wished for. I promise you, we are on a great journey. And so, yeah, talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Peace.